Hi, my name's Anna Cook, and I am a teacher here in Kansas City. So I am already familiar with the KISA accreditation system and how my district and building are planning on implementing and meeting that. So I got to sit down this week with my principal at my high school and our building instructional coach, who also was there on behalf of the district. So we actually are familiar with the rubrics because in our PLCs we meet every week. Every Thursday morning we have a professional learning community, or our PLC, and sometimes we meet as a department. And our fine arts department went through the course of 2 weeks at the beginning of the year, and we just went through every rubric and put, where do we think we fit, where do we need to work, where do we need to focus. And we're such a large district that it's taking time to compile all of the departments to all of the buildings to all of the areas, and then now the district is aligning and trying to refocus the goals, which is quite an undertaking, so I understand why it takes some time. But I got to sit down with my principal and our coach, and we went over the 5 R's and kind of got an idea of where we are at and where we need to work at. The school that I work out in the district definitely has a more blue collar demographic, and so it was just really cool to sit down and talk with our principal and kind of get an evaluated idea of where we're at. So I agree with him. I think relationships are very strong. The staff is very close. Our community is incredibly involved, and our teachers understand that you have to have good relationships with our students, and that's definitely one of our strengths as a building. The relevance I think, do very well in. We are a one-to-one technology school. We have constant walkthroughs from our principals, constant, and we are really in touch with mapping our curriculum, meeting the essential standards, and identifying areas for improvement. So I feel that we did transitional for relevance. Responsive culture, I feel like our leadership is definitely established. We have a great admin team. We meet with our PLCs regularly, and the district and building are still in discussions. It's just such a large district, and it's a lot of ground to cover. And we just got a new superintendent. Well, they just decided on one 2 nights ago. So we're still in a transition process for that. But regardless of that, our nutrition and wellness and the early childhood initiatives are really incredible. Like just this year, we've implemented, well, we do free and reduced lunch. We just opened a district health clinic for students and families. Our students get regular vision and dental screenings at school. There's a student liaison in the building. There are social workers, and we're starting a JAG program, which we're very excited about. So I think that we're doing quite well with responsive culture. The areas for improvement were rigor and results. Those are where we felt that we were implementing. I appreciated that my principal thought that we need to do more focus on blue collar opportunities and be a little bit more relevant to our community. Not everyone's going to go to college, and we need to stop the mindset that that's the correct way to go. And I think that we're doing a much better job this year of kind of rewarding blue collar successes, which are incredible and should not be held second fiddle to going to college. So that is definitely where we want to focus on. And results, definitely. We are doing better. We just came up with a 4-year plan where students can go in and, as freshmen, kind of decide their plan through graduation and then kind of be in charge of their credits and what they take. The high school graduation rate can always be improved, and just online platforms and making sure that we give our students every opportunity. So that was a lot of what we discussed, and I agree with what that was. The 3 standards that kind of met that approach were standards 2A, to act ethically in personal conduct relationships. Standard 7D, mutual accountability among teachers and staff. for school effectiveness, and 10C to prepare school and community for improvement, promoting readiness, mutual conduct, accountability, and developing the skills to succeed. Those were the 3 standards that really stuck out to me to address the areas of improvement that we need to make. My principal is such a refreshing leader because he doesn't fit a traditional mold. He's always very professional, but he's more in touch with, I think, what the school needs are and our demographic needs, and he isn't afraid to say it. So for that, I feel like he is an authentic leader. He's relatable, but you have to be effective in our demographic. And I definitely would categorize him as a transformational leader because he also he really empowers his staff and he really believes in us. So yeah, thanks for watching.